Hello and welcome to ENN On Air, our digital news show giving you the stories of today. I'm Chloe Franklin.
And I'm Naomi Washington. Thank you for joining us for our first on-air broadcast of the 2021-22 academic year. 94% of Elon students and 87% of full-time employees are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. But university physician Dr. Jeanette Archinal says the Delta variant could still pose threats to campus health. She says what makes Delta different is that it is much more contagious, and there's only so much looking ahead and planning that can be done.
When you're responding to something that you have no control over, like a virus, a pandemic, you have to change day by day. If you don't change frequently, if you're not flexible, then you're missing something. You're either being too restrictive or cavalier with people's health.
Archinal says policy changes should be expected, but they won't be as frequent since Elon knows more now about the pandemic than at this time last year.
Anybody who thinks that everything's going to be exactly the same every week, this semester, next semester, they're fooling themselves. Because the virus will do what the virus does, and we have no control over that.
Archinal's biggest advice is to be aware of what's going on in the community outside of students' quote, personal bubbles.
The Elon dance team closed out their preseason by earning a gold bid at a National Dance Alliance summer camp. The bid allows them to travel to their national competition this spring and covers the majority of the expenses for the competition. This is the first time in program history that the dance team earned a gold bid. Senior dance team member Shannon Treacy says the accomplishment hasn't sunk in yet.
When we were driving home, I kind of turned around in my van and I was like, do you guys realize what actually happened? We just got the first gold bid for Elon Dance. It's just so hard to grasp and it's so surreal, and I couldn't be more proud.
The dance team is set to perform at Elon football's home opener against Wofford on September 4th.
It's the first day of classes here on Elon's campus, but other students across Alamance County are also going back to school. Students at the Alamance-Burlington School System walked off the buses and into their classrooms this week, some for the first time in nearly 2 years. Our Ashlyn DeLoe looked into what changes students and parents in the district can expect.
Alamance-Burlington School System finally opened its doors today to all its students and staff. Across the state, local school boards set their own mask policies, and earlier this month, ABSS voted to require everyone ages 5 and older to wear masks in their schools, regardless of vaccination status. ABSS Superintendent Bruce Benson says the mandate follows recommendations of the CDC, the State Health Department, and the North Carolina Schools Public Health Toolkit.
With as many health organizations recommending masking for students in school, I don't know how you could not decide to have students and staff be masked.
Nearly 23,000 Alamance-Burlington students will return to in-person learning 5 days a week. Bus and school cafeteria schedules will also resume, but visitors will remain limited. Alamance Board of Education Chair Allison Gant says the school system will continue to monitor local cases.
We understand that some people disagree with our decision, but we believe that putting a child in a school building in the most safe environment so that they can grow and learn, and keeping them in the classroom as much as possible is critical to their learning. The mask mandate comes as a result of the Delta variant. Alamance County is considered a high transmission area with a 10% positivity rate. Keisha Butler, a third grade teacher at Grove Park Elementary School, says she is excited to reconnect with her students face to face, but is also preparing for academic or emotional challenges that may lie ahead.
We all went through a traumatic experience when it came to COVID. I don't believe if anyone says that they knew that was coming, I would be surprised. And the ones that were affected the most were our students. So we have to be very mindful of their mental health.
Families who want their students to participate in virtual learning can use a new virtual academy created by the district. ABSS says their next step is to figure out the best way to track vaccinations throughout the rest of the school year.
And that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. For all the news you need to know when we're not on air, visit our website elonnewsnetwork.com and follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great first week of classes, Elon.